Kill Tony had a historic episode this week. Tons of bangers, tons of bombs. Shane Gillis, Adam Ray, Trump and Biden had me dying. But one set of the night, it was so shocking to me. And I know it's Kill Tony, like, you know what you're getting, but I don't know if it was because it was so out of nowhere or if it was because of Benjamin Button, but I was speechless. So about halfway through the show, an audience member gets called up from the bucket and does her 60 seconds. It's her first time doing stand-up, and it looks it. She's very nervous, shaky hands, shaky voice. Everyone, I would be like that up there, trust me. She gets 2 jokes in her minute, and she finishes her set talking about getting rubbed up on with hot sauce.
You know what's fucking spicy, bitch? When your husband just pounds 2 pounds of freaking buffalo wings and plays thumb war with your fucking without washing his hands. That's fucking spicy.
She did get some laughs, and people seemed to latch on to the edginess at the end of her set, which is awesome for her. But the craziness started for me during her interview. So after her set, things calmed down a bit, and she explained that her and her husband moved to Austin and they're huge Kill Tony fans. She works at Trader Joe's, which led to one of the smoothest inserts of the night by Shane.
Okay. What are you doing at Trader Joe's?
Just like
Trader Joe, that's what we call this guy. He's sold out this country.
But after talking more about how huge fans they were, this led to Tony bringing her husband up to give him a minute as well. So up comes Big House. This is the Spanish cowboy army ranger who is about to blow the lid off this place. I was like so hyped watching this. I thought I was watching like the next big breakthrough. I was like, oh man, this guy's getting his moment out of nowhere. But now, keep in mind, both of them had their sets written down, like many audience members. They thought about these words that they were going to say and committed them to pen and ink. This dude spends his entire minute like literally just being racist. Like I'm a fan of the show, and I will be 100% honest and say I laugh at the casual racist jokes because they're jokes, These people want to get on stage and say insane things to make people laugh. But this dude, he was just like degrading people, I don't know. Anyways, he starts by calling out his own skin color, but then rolls into his first joke.
And one of the things that pissed me off about racism was how black people get compared to monkeys all the time. I think it's horrible. I think it's bullshit. I think they're more like dogs. Hear me out.
So if he had some other material and just dropped that joke there and moved on, I think he would have had potential to save it. He definitely would have got questioned a little afterwards, like what the is that? But I mean, I guess he did. I'll tell you later on. But man, he just doubled down.
And not in every way. For instance, if you get a bunch of them together, the dogs won't try killing each other. You can't count on a black man for emotional support. But in ways that they're alike, you can't understand them when they're trying to talk.
So like, not to say it wasn't entertaining, because I was entertained. I was entertained watching like Tony's reaction. Like he knew this episode was historic, hearing laughs from the crowd. And it was those kind of laughs where they're like, holy Christ, did he really just say that? And then like Shane calling it, and it's just saying it was the best. Jesus, man. Like, he absolutely saved that. Having him there as Trump completely saved that. And Tony loved it. And he still absolutely would have handled that perfectly. But Jesus, having Gillis as Trump there, that is awesome, man. And I absolutely, like, give it to everyone who gets up there, especially Giovanni and his wife, Brittany. Dude had a racist set, but he had guts, you know. Did get a couple laughs, and even though he kind of casually kept being racist during his interview,
They just talk on their phone on speakerphone in the gym all the time.
Is that true?
That inspired me to like write that. Yeah.
Okay, we were joking. We didn't know you had more.
they both left with 2 big joke books and decent applause. But Jesus, man, Cam Patterson came up afterwards, like immediately after they left, and he just crushed it. It couldn't have been more perfect.
What the fuck did that last guy say? Oh, why did it keep getting worse? They not monkey, they dogs. They dirty fucking dog. That's crazy, dog.
But I won't get into his set because then I'd have to do Casey and Hans and this guy, even though this was just straight up, like, this was
Absolutely an incredible moment.
This is my first time recapping anything. It was really fun. I had an excuse to watch all the sets again. So if you do want to see more of that stuff, just let me know. I would be happy to make it. Check out my other stuff. See ya! She gets 2 jokes in her minute, and in her minute, fasting. In her minute fasting. Oh, Christ, dude. In her minute fasting. Intermittent fasting for girls. What?